The Packers. What can you say about the Packers? They're just awful. They're just awful. Their offense had some moments today, but to be honest, their defense is just flat out dog crap. And it's not getting any better. It's only getting worse. When is Joe Barry going to get fired? Well, it's probably the end of the season. So we're going to suffer through another couple of games with Joe Barry as our defensive coordinator. And who knows, it just might be our luck that he stays around just because that's just the way it is. But let's get into the video if you like it. And everything else, comment below and all that. And let's get into the crap fest that was today's game. Boy, Jordan Love again had a little bit better game than last time, but still wildly throwing off his back foot, missing throws, completely overthrowing people left and right. It's just a disaster at times. He still has hope. I'm not going to completely shit can him, but let's be honest, he is not looking great right now. Aaron Jones had a great first series, and then all of a sudden just disappears. It's just, he's gone. It's like, where did he go? Who knows? It's just like, is he that paper thin now that all he can muster is one good series and then just gone? Sure seems like it, because I mean, it's just all fools gold at this point. If you're still starting him in fantasy, just don't. It's not worth it. That small little bit of hope you get at the beginning that they can continue a nice big long drive or nice big consistent runs here and there with Aaron Jones is just over. It's just not going to happen anymore. He's just not there. And boy, it's just one of the many issues. And then again, like I said with Jordan Love, I think a lot of us may have jumped the boat on him being the next greatest thing, because he didn't have any interceptions today. Well, actually he did. But it's just what to do with Jordan Love. What to do. Offensive line played well for the most part, but now let's be honest, no, they didn't. They didn't play well at all. Dontavian Wicks, though, rising star as a wide receiver. Let's pitch out Christian Watson and give Dontavian Wicks the ball, because Dontavian Wicks came in with the ankle injury. He said after the game that he basically effed up his ankle and didn't think he would be able to play this week. And lo and behold, Dontavian Wicks is playing in this game, and he's looking great. He's making great catches, catching things in stride, plowing through for extra yardage after contact, and he's just looking like a far better wide receiver. He has far more heart than Christian Watson, who, oh, my hammy is tight. I'm not going to play today. Sorry. I'm just not going to play. And again, I've never played professional football before. Come on. Even Jaden Reed was hurt. He still played today. Why can't Christian Watson play? Is he that thin-skinned that he cannot get over a hamstring injury? I can only imagine how much it hurts at times, but come on. If you want to play in this league, you have to be available. And Christian Watson, for the most part, is not available on a day-to-day basis. That the best you're going to get every year is 4 or 5 maybe good games. And then the rest of the year, he's out with a hammy. Oh, I just can't play today. I just can't huff it. Just like, did he even entertain the idea to play today? Did he entertain it at all? Probably not. He was probably just squared out. He was basically doubtful from Thursday. So basically, he's not going to play. Maybe he could work himself up and get ready for the game. But of course not. No, he's out. Same thing with Jair Alexander. He's out as well. Just out. Nowhere to be found. Who knows what the hell is going on with him. 6 straight games, getting paid all this money. Nah, I can't play. We're in the heat of a playoff race. Nah, I can't play today. No big deal. Nah, no big. You just sit it out. You'll have your nice spot ready to go when you're ready to play again. No big deal. I mean, it's not like we expect you to be able to play when you can play. It's just like, who cares? It's just a big disaster with these injuries on this Packers team. It's just nonstop. Or soft tissue injuries that are just, I get it, that are painful and everything like that, but come on. Why was Wicks and Jaden Reed able to play today, but Christian Watson and Jair Alexander could not? What is holding them up from playing? I don't know. At this point, I think you just trade Christian Watson to see what you can get for him. because, although to be honest, who would take Christian Watson to this point? Yeah, he has all the ability in the world, but you can't stay on the field, so what's the point? And then we have the defense. By God, the defense. Where do you begin? Just the scheme set up for the Packers. And the secondary is basically sit back 4 or 5 yards, let them catch the ball, hit them, hopefully hoping to stop them from getting a big gainer yardage, miss the tackle, and then they go for an extra 10 yards. That was the name of the game today. You're just trying to stop them and hit them hard. But yeah, we'll give up 10 yards. Just as long as we don't give up 30, 40-yard bomb. Nah, it's okay. But it doesn't matter if you're nickel and dime your way down to a touchdown. And that's what they did all day long from start to finish. If it wasn't for that Baker Mayfield fumble, boy, the game would have been even worse. I don't know where to go with this even. The only way you could probably possibly change this is firing Joe Barry. And like I said before, he's not getting fired until the end of the year, if at all. Who knows what's going to happen? He's probably not going to have a lot of big changes in the coaching department until, we've talked about this before, until Mark Murphy steps down as president and somebody takes the reins again. They're not going to make a big change like that until Murphy is gone. And as much as we want to hate LaFleur and chide his play calling, which we all want to do and deservedly so, he ain't going anywhere. Joe Barry should go somewhere. Frankly, the special teams coordinator should go too. A lot of coordinators should just go as well. But yeah, Josh Myers also center. Terrible. He's just awful. It's another thing today that happened with the Packers offense. Penalties reared their ugly heads today. Delay of game. They lead the league in delay of game penalties, and it's just unacceptable. You cannot delay of game. It just faults any momentum that you may have gotten, and just Tampa Bay was great today. Baker Mayfield looked fantastic. He looked like the second coming today, and the Packers defense made him look fantastic. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin was just unstoppable, just getting every yard he could ask for, left and right. He was wide open every time. And then that final embarrassing touchdown throw to David Moore at the end, it just complete breakdown, complete lack of tackling, complete lack of anything worth talking about. The Packers defense is fucking dreadful, and it needs to change. They have good players on it for sure, but the scheme needs to change for sure. Who knows what it's going to change to next year if Joe Barry's gone, but God, they need to hire outside the organization. No promoting. Somebody else needs to be in this organization. They need a new facelift in terms of the defensive department. It needs to change, because if we continue to go on like this, we're just going to keep ruining these good player careers that we have and just be left with nothing. The Packers are in danger of being in fourth place. Yes, they won't be in fourth place after this week, because even if the Bears win, the Packers still have the tiebreaker over the Bears due to the win over them in week 1. But boy, next week, I don't know if Bryce Young will look great next week, just because the Panthers are still, even with the Packers defense, I still don't think Bryce Young's going to look that great, but don't even challenge the Packers defense to look bad. They'll find a way to look bad. And boy, that nice little 3-game win streak is now, it means literally worse than crap. It literally means nothing. I don't want to hear about it from anybody else. I'm not going to talk about it anybody else, because it doesn't matter. Packers have wasted golden prime chances to make the playoffs. Sure, they still have a theoretical chance to make it in, but just like the Steelers, who have lost 4 straight games against terrible competition, they're not going to change. Honestly, I think the Packers and the Steelers have kind of a one-to-one comparison here in a way. At least the Packers still have a chance to make the playoffs, sure. And the Steelers aren't going to make the playoffs, but again, bad coaching on both teams, coaches that aren't going to go anywhere because they're just not going to make the change. And yeah, that's just, I just don't know what else to say. The Packers are bad. Jordan Love may not be the answer, but at least he shows some answers here and there, but not enough today. Packers were woefully average and just a disaster. And Tampa Bay moves one step closer to the playoffs. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, have a great day. God bless, and go Pack Go.